Okay, so there's a guy out there on YouTube. Apparently he posted this a while ago, but for some reason it's getting attention again recently. Has a video on YouTube that says JonBenet Ramsey did not die. She was not murdered. Her parents, in fact, faked her death, and she grew up to be Katy Perry. So, in case you don't want to sit there and watch his 30-minute long rambling video with all sorts of weird sound bites and his bizarre ramblings about the Jews and false prophets and all his other nonsense, let me see if I can break it down for you. So this guy's thought process is that JonBenet Ramsey's parents sat down one day and said, well, our daughter's cute and talented and she could grow up to be a big star, but I think things would be better if we faked her brutal, hideous murder and then waited 15, 20 years and came back out with her under a different identity. That would make us much more money. How, you might ask? How is JonBenet's death at all connected to Katy Perry's career? How does the death of a little girl make Katy Perry more famous? Has Katy Perry come out and dedicated all of her concerts to little JonBenet Ramsey? Has Katy Perry accepted Grammys and held the trophy over her head and said, I dedicate this Grammy to little murdered JonBenet? No, of course not. So, how exactly faking a little girl's death and then bringing her out years later as another person makes more money or more fame than just having JonBenet Ramsey grow up to become JonBenet Ramsey and have a singing career? No fucking clue. But to this guy, it makes perfect sense. So he lays out his evidence, which basically just consists of him taking pictures of the parents. Because here's the other thing. Her parents didn't just fake her death. They also didn't do anything at all to cover up their own identities when they came out years later as Katy Perry's parents. In this guy's own admission in his video, all the father did was shave his head, because I guess Katy Perry's father is bald. So all Ramsey's father did was shave his head, and all the mother did was lose a few pounds. So, in this guy's brilliant mind, the parents said, you know, we shouldn't really have to alter our appearance at all. I mean, no one really knows who we are, right? I mean, it wasn't like we were on TV 24 hours a day for fucking years after this murder. It wasn't like we were the fucking story of the decade when it happened. No, no one knows our faces, right? Honey, I'm gonna shave my head. You lose some weight. No one will know it's us. That's shit. Yeah, just take a fucking, little clippers. I'll go out and get some. We'll shave. Oh, and guess what? I'm Superman. Holy shit, now I'm not. So that was this guy's whole brilliant theory, was that they just shaved their head. And he just has a bunch of pictures where he melds the Ramsey parents from photos into Katy Perry's parents. Really? I mean, if I take two pictures of anybody and gradually expand one face, it's going to eventually lay on top of the other face. Faces are all pretty much similar across the board. We all have two eyes, a nose, a mouth, and they're pretty much in the same place on everybody. So you can kind of take any two faces and put them on top of each other and go, hey, they line up. This guy's not exactly, forensic files here. But that's all he did, was just throw together a video saying that, hey, this head fits on top of this other head, and Katy Perry kind of looks like JonBenet Ramsey, maybe if you squint really hard. And that's his whole theory. And somehow this actually gained traction, which shows you how fucking stupid the American people really are. So, there you go.